You man, listen, yeah. We just came off the first 2025 UFC event, obviously the Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas 2 fight night. Overall, it was pretty decent. There's a lot of finishes, some very controversial moments, of course, and yeah, a lot of finishes and a lot of good fights. So also some kind of dry fights, but that's to be expected with every card in it. So yeah, let's just go through the fights and see if my predictions were good. Yeah, now that I look back on my predictions, I did so badly. I got like 6 right and 8 wrong, something like that. So yeah, I mean, normally I would update the predictions leaderboard, but because this is such a flipping bad predictions, this doesn't even like go onto the leaderboard. So yeah, just letting you guys know. Anyway, first fight, Aliev versus Joe Selecki. This was the first fight of UFC in 2025. It was alright. I mean, obviously, first 2 rounds we saw Aliev's very good dominance, wrestling and grappling. Bro, first round there was 0 significant strikes from either of them. That's insane. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but yeah, 0 significant strikes from either of them. Obviously, third round, Selecki did kind of come back. He got a takedown of his own, and he was beating Aliev on the feet. But yeah, I mean, decent performance for someone that's been out the cage for, 2 years. But I mean, I definitely do see holes in his game. But yeah, I mean, a decent win from, obviously, Aliev. But I don't think he'll make it to the rankings, I can't lie, but I guess we're going to have to see. Next fight was Fatima Klein versus Dudakova. Nothing really too much to say about this fight. I mean, obviously, Fatima Klein got the finish right, ground and pound. Very decent performance from Fatima Klein. I mean, I think she will probably go quite far within the division. Obviously, I think the main thing that people are talking about this fight was the post-fight when Dudakova slapped her ass coach. Oh, damn! That was kind of insane. Yeah, I don't know what she was thinking there, but I don't know what happened. But yeah, I mean, obviously something happened which caused her to slap her own coach. But yeah, I mean, Dudakova's kind of a fraud. I thought she was good, but yeah, I mean, I picked her to win and she did not win. So yeah, I mean, Fatima Klein looked very good. I think she can make it into the rankings and she can make it far within the division. So yeah. Next up was Magomed versus Lopez. This was a bit of a dry fight. I mean, all I remember is that I was disappointed with Magomedov. Bruno Lopez, was his name Bruno Lopez? Or maybe Diego Lopez. No, it's not Diego. I'm bugging out. I think it's Bruno Lopez. Yeah, I think he looked much better than I thought he would. And he did basically win the fight pretty easily. Yeah, I thought Magomedov would be like one of these other brothers, or one of the Dagestani brothers that just can't get out wrestled and he's good everywhere, but I guess not, because he was getting out wrestled by this guy. Yeah, not exactly amazing from Magomedov, and not exactly good for my predictions either, but oh well. Next up was Cagliari versus Karikaite. Yeah, I'll be real, I don't know what's this fight. It was probably kind of a dry fight. I don't know. I'm not going to assume in it because sometimes these women fights are actually pretty decent, but yeah. Karikaite won though, so yeah, well done, I guess. Next fight was a short notice Jacoby versus Parsons, and wow, man, Jacoby just slept him, genuinely. I think it was first round, left hook to the face, bang, straight, out on the floor, done. He got in there, got it done, easy, and I think he's someone to look out for in the, I'm pretty sure it's welterweight, right? Yeah, welterweight division. Yeah, obviously called out Bilal in the post-fight interview. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I mean, very, very decent knockout. And it was the first proper knockout of the night. So yeah, I mean, very, very good performance from him against, obviously, an older fighter in Parsons, kind of a veteran within the UFC. But yeah, very good knockout from Jacoby. Look out for him, man. He's dangerous. Next fight was Ogden versus Moises. Yeah, not like the most exciting fight, but it was still a pretty decent, high level fight. Quite technical. I mean, there was a good first round from Trey Ogden, but then Thiago Moises kind of brought it back within the second and third. So yeah, I would say overall decent win from Thiago Moises. I don't think he'd really progressed too far within the division, but I mean, it was a very decent win for him, especially in his division, which is 155 pounds, which is literally the best division in the UFC. But Yeah, I mean, it was still a decent win, very decent win from Thiago Moises. Looked good in the later parts of that fight. So yeah, not much else I can say. Next fight was Tulio versus Portieria. Obviously, Tulio got the finish here in the first round. Look, I mean, it was quite a prolonged sequence before he actually got the finish, because obviously he dropped Portieria with a right hand, and then just tried to lay on some ground and pound for the next like 30 seconds. And to be fair, Portieria was defending very well, but yeah, I mean, he was defending very well. He's defending with his flipping face, but yeah, I mean, he did well to survive for that long. That's what I'm trying to say. Obviously, he tried to even get a armbar attempt, which didn't really work out. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he just got battered for like a minute solid in that fight. So yeah, I mean, very, very good performance from Tulio. And yeah, next fight was Jose Johnson versus Felipe Bues. Obviously, Bues got the armbar submission here. Yeah, I mean, look, I'll be so real. Jose Johnson is just cooked, bro. This guy's like 6 foot fighting in the flyweight division. He missed weight. He couldn't even make weight, and he still lost this fight via submission in the very first round. Yeah, I think it's time to pack it up for Jose Johnson. Definitely move to bantamweight, or just don't fight in the UFC, mate. Because, bro, like, he has such a high advantage, reach advantage over all these guys, and he can't even utilize it, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? He's not even utilizing it. Yeah, a good submission from Bues, but yeah, I mean, Jose Johnson is just some cooked guy, man, genuinely. Next fight was Soriano versus Medic. Bro, Soriano got in there, laid his ass out, 30 seconds, done, bish, bash, bosh, mate. That's how it's done. Yeah, interesting post-fight celebrations as well. Next up, anyway, Christian Rodriguez, Austin Bashi, bro. The infamous Christian Rodriguez strikes again. The prospect killer. Yeah, 4-0 against undefeated fighters. Is that a record? That might be a record within the UFC. Yeah, 4-0 against undefeated fighters. Yeah, handed Austin Bashi his first loss. Fair enough, man. Obviously, it was like 1-1 coming into the third. And yeah, I mean, he got it done, third round, and won a unanimous against Austin Bashi, 29-28. Fair enough to Christian Rodriguez, man. I do actually think he's a very solid fighter. As you can see, because he does win a lot of hard matchups. Obviously, we saw him beat Raul Rosas Jr. not too long ago. Yeah, I think he can actually make it pretty far. Obviously, he does have some holes in his game. But yeah, I mean, this is his 4th he's taken. Obviously, Raul Rosas Jr., Isaac Dalgarian, Cameron Simon, and now Austin Bashi. So yeah, very good win from Christian Rodriguez. Next fight, and oh my days, this is probably the most controversial fight on this card, and probably will be one of the most controversial decisions of the year. Chris Curtis versus Kopylov. Yeah, Roman Kopylov got the TKO in the very last second of the fight, round 3, 4 minutes 59 seconds. Basically hit him with a kick that's kind of stunned him. Curtis got sent to the ground, but he was still, aware, I would say. But obviously the ref stopped it. Chris Curtis got annoyed. Chris Curtis is a bike. Bloody hell. Chris Curtis is a crybaby, bro. Number 1 crybaby. This guy was like getting proper mad after the fight. He was crashing out. He took Abdulrazak Al-Hassan's crash out tendencies, and he took it for himself.
I was fine. I know. I got stunned. I've been dropped the first time in my career, you call it? I was fine, man.
Man, shut your stupid ass up, bro. Listen, this guy, he was losing the fight anyway. I don't know why he's acting like, oh no, I'm just kidding. Bro, you were losing the fight anyway, yeah? And it's not like you're a stranger to losing, bro. You've lost 11 times in your career, now 12 actually, yeah? You almost have... Oh my days, bro. This guy is actually so jarred. Bro, listen, you have 12 losses in your career. Get over it. You were losing the fight anyway. Even the third round, it could have gone either way, but especially, even if they didn't end that fight, you would have lost it due to that head kick, bro. Yeah, that stunned you, that almost got you finished. Yeah? bro, they would have given that round to Kopylov anyway. That would have been round 1 or round 3 to Kopylov. He would have lost anyway, bro. Yeah, charge it. Honestly, just charge it, bro. This guy is such an annoying guy. Like, he always has excuses every time he loses, bro. Like, just you have to accept you're not a good fighter. Okay, no, that's a bit of a stretch. He's a good fighter, but like, he's just a crybaby, man. And honestly, like, I think Chris Curtis just needs to shut up, genuinely. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a dodgy stoppage, to be fair. I will give him that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know why he's like shouting like he can, like, that's gonna change anything. Like, bro, after the fight, what's that gonna change, bro? Yeah, just put a flipping appeal in. Obviously, them joints never really work, but you know, just shut your ass up, basically. Next fight was Cesar Almeida versus Abdulrazak Al Hassen. Speaking of, Abdulrazak Al Hassen, yeah, it reminded me of. I heard someone say this online. It reminded me of Congo versus Pat Barry versus Czech Congo, bro. Abdulrazak Al Hassen, he knocked him down, I think. Yeah, he knocked him down, and then he was just swinging, and he almost had him finished. And then in the flurry of punches that Abdulrazak Al Hassen was trying to hit Cesar Almeida with, Almeida just hit a nice little left hand straight to his jaw, and Abdulrazak Al Hassen got knocked the hell out, literally. Yeah, so round 1, Cesar Almeida got him out of there. I never expected Cesar Almeida to get a finish if he won the fight, but he did, so he proved me wrong. Fair enough. I'm a bit disappointed in Abdulrazak Al Hassen. Bro, he's 40 years old, man. He needs to pack it up, genuinely. He has good KO power, but that's about it. And, you know, his defense is not exactly amazing, as we just saw. So, yeah, I mean, Cesar Almeida, good TKO, good KO. Abdulrazak Al Hassen, pack it up. Then the co-main event was Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Carlston Harris. Yeah, I mean, good TKO from Santiago Ponzinibbio. It was a very early. I wouldn't say very. It was an early stoppage, in my opinion. I mean, he was still standing, and I guess he wasn't really intelligently defending himself per se. But yeah, I think it was a bit of an early stoppage. But yeah, I mean, a finish is a finish. You know what I'm saying? Ponzinibbio, good finish on the co-main, and yeah, I picked Carlston Harris to win, and he didn't win, so yeah, thanks for that, mate. And now, finally, the main event, Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas. Mackenzie Dern got the submission. Just like I said, I told you guys that she has a good submission game. Even though she hasn't really got a submission in a long time, it's always there. Yeah, it's always there, and she used it. I mean, 4 seconds left on the clock, and she got the armbar submission. Yeah, so very good performance from Mackenzie Dern. Obviously got her win back, which obviously, if you don't know, she lost to Ribas some years ago, but now she got the win back. So what's next for her? I mean, we've seen her lose to a lot of the top contenders within the division, but she has now won her last 2 fights within the past 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, something like that. I think she deserves the shot at someone who is higher ranked than her. Maybe a Jessica Andrade fight. I'm not too sure, but I mean, Jessica Andrade has been losing some fights recently, and she's still number 4 ranked. So I think Jessica Andrade should fight someone lower ranked than her, and I think Mackenzie Dern's perfect for that. In terms of Amanda Ribas, maybe she should have a fight with Tabitha Ricci. But yeah, I mean, Tabitha Ricci, or I don't even know, maybe Angela Hill. I don't think about Angela. I don't know. I'm not really an avid watcher of this division. I don't know who should fight who, but yeah. I'll just say in general, very good performance from Mackenzie Dern, and yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, by the way, earlier about the Curtis versus Kopylov fight, who they should fight next. I think Kopylov should fight within the rankings, man. He should fight Vicente Luque, in my opinion. I think he should get a shot at the rankings. So yeah, and then for Curtis, but I don't even care what he does next. Anyway, that's about it. You guys let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this card. Yeah, I'll be out with my predictions of 311 pretty soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Safe.